Meet Kendall Johnson from Atlanta. She's 6 years old, and she just made history as one of the youngest farmers in Georgia to be certified by the USDA. To obtain her certification, she founded an organization called aGROWKulture. Yep, this first grader is already a business owner. When she's not growing her favorite vegetables, Kendall is visiting local schools and educating other kids at farming events. She's about as passionate as they come.
Carrots, they are delicious. If you eat a carrot, you're actually eating the root because carrots are rooted vegetables.
Kendall Johnson is part of a shrinking community, Black farm workers. According to the USDA, there are 3.4 million farmers in the United States overall. Only about 45,000 are Black. A century ago, there were about 1 million. And it's not just the farmers that are disappearing, the farms are too. Back in 1910, Black farmers owned between 16 and 19 million acres of land. Today, 90% of that land is gone. White farmers own virtually all of America's farmland. John Boyd is president of the National Black Farmers Association. He blames this partly on lending practices, like what he experienced firsthand.
And he said, well, I'm not going to lend you any of my money. He spat on me during one loan application session. He said when USDA came out to investigate him, I was filing complaints during these periods of time. He said, well, did you spat on John Boyd? He said, yes, but I accidentally missed my spat can. Did you call him these racial epithets? And do you have a problem making loans to Black farmers? He said, well, yes, I think that Black farmers are lazy and look for a paycheck on Friday.
In a statement, a USDA spokesperson told NBC News, quote, the history of systemic racism and discrimination against Black farmers has been well documented and found to adversely impact access to and the equitable delivery of USDA programs, particularly in the farm loan programs. Congress and USDA are actively working to address these systemic issues, unquote. Even without overt racism, Kendall's parents say the logistics of getting started are also tough.
To us, you got to do the research, you got to dig, you got to call them a million times, ask a million different types of questions. That's the discouraging part for some people who want to farm, is finding out the information of how to get started or how to continue, how to get the funding.
As for current farmers, this year's COVID relief bill included financial support for farmers of color, $4 billion worth. Some Republican lawmakers called that provision a kind of reparations.
In this bill, if you're a farmer, your loan will be forgiven up to 120% of your loan, not 100%, but 120% of your loan if you're socially disadvantaged, if you're African American, some other minority. But if you're white person, if you're a white woman, no forgiveness. That's reparations. What does that got to do with COVID?
Back in April, a group of white farmers sued for racial discrimination. A federal court in Florida issued a preliminary injunction. That halted the debt relief program nationwide. And in August, the U.S. Department of Justice declined to appeal the injunction. Instead, the department said it would defend the program in district courts. John Boyd has a message for the white farmers behind the lawsuit.
I've been characterized based on the way I've looked my whole life. Did they receive any type of treatment like that from the United States Department of Agriculture?
For now, Kendall Johnson is working on her first book aimed at getting kids excited to dig in the dirt. She may represent the future of Black farming, making it look so simple, a child could do it.
So you eat the leaf part and then take the stem part, put it back in the dirt, and regrows into a new collard green.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.